grain peeled the egg.
On the rugged mountain ranges of Montana, where dense forests blend with highland meadows and winding river valleys, wild bears roam freely through the majestic wilderness. Though they symbolize strength and freedom of this land, their increasing numbers have brought growing concerns. Bears often break into farmers' homes, destroy livestock feed, and rummage through garbage, causing significant property damage each year and sometimes creating dangerous situations for both humans and animals alike. Faced with this reality, the question arises: how can local residents protect their livelihoods while ensuring safety for both the community and the bears? Wild bears are among the most iconic and formidable animals in North America, and Montana is one of their ideal habitats. Amid thick pine forests, towering Rocky Mountains, and vast river valleys, two main species dwell here: the black bear and the larger, more powerful North American grizzly bear. An adult male grizzly can weigh from 180 to 350 kilograms, while black bears usually weigh around 70 to 220 kilograms. Being omnivores, they feed on berries, roots, fish, insects, and even large prey. Thanks to vast wilderness areas like Glacier National Park and the Bob Marshall Wilderness Complex, bear populations in Montana thrive, making this state both a paradise for nature lovers and a challenging test for seasoned hunters. To hunt wild bears in Montana, hunters must carry not only large caliber rifles, usually .300 Winchester Magnum or .338, but also bear spray for protection. Approaching a bear lying down is the most dangerous moment of the hunt, as even when injured, a bear can still attack with tremendous force. For this reason, hunters usually wait a few minutes after firing before moving closer. Bear hunting requires meticulous planning, specialized equipment, and absolute respect for the animal. The hunting seasons generally occur in spring and autumn, depending on the region and species. The most common method is spot and stalk, spotting from a distance on open fields or hillsides, then quietly closing in. Some areas allow baiting, but in Montana, it is completely prohibited for ethical and ecological reasons. Therefore, hunters must rely on natural terrain and an understanding of bear behavior. Shots are often taken from over 200 yards away, demanding intense focus and high shooting accuracy. The challenges of bear hunting in Montana go far beyond finding the prey. Bears have a sense of smell 7 times stronger than that of hunting dogs, capable of detecting humans from more than a mile away. Rugged mountains, unpredictable weather, and thick brush make the journey even more grueling. A sudden snowstorm in late September or early October can quickly erase all tracks, forcing hunters to adapt swiftly. Moreover, identifying the right target is crucial. Hunting grizzly bears without a special federal permit is illegal. Montana law also requires all hunters to bring the black bear meat for inspection within 10 days after harvest. Pre-season scouting plays a vital role, helping hunters understand the terrain, identify feeding areas, and plan safe retrieval routes. Respecting private property boundaries and holding valid permits are mandatory. For out-of-state visitors, bear hunting licenses can cost several $100s.
Oh yeah, keep it coming.
These factors make wild bear hunting in Montana not merely a hunt, but a true test of skill, endurance, and respect for the wild. If you are a Montanan standing before the challenge of pursuing one of North America's most formidable predators, do you have the courage to pull the trigger? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to follow for more stories of hunting, adventure, and survival in the far reaches of the wild.
Congratulations, Doug.
Thanks very much.
Today, we're stepping into a gripping story, one where a deadly threat called the Komodo dragon quietly spreads fear across farming communities. This giant reptile isn't just a skilled predator, it's a dominant force that rules the land, turning both livestock and humans into potential prey. Weighing up to 330 pounds and stretching nearly 10 feet long, Komodos move fast, strike hard, and just one bite can drain the strength from their victim due to the deadly bacteria in their saliva. For farmers, facing these creatures isn't just about protecting their crops, it's about protecting their lives. It's estimated that more than 20,000 Komodo dragons roam the wild, causing tens of millions of dollars in damage every year. But for farmers, those aren't just cold numbers on a page. In just a single week, a farm can lose hundreds of ducks and dozens of goats, wiping out nearly a third of its income. These predators don't charge in recklessly. They wait, watching in silence for the perfect moment to strike. When a farm turns into a hunting ground, a farmer's entire livelihood hangs in the balance. Faced with a growing threat, the government joined forces with the World Wildlife Fund to control the Komodo dragon population. But hunting these beasts isn't a game for thrill seekers. Only specialized teams, trained by the Ministry of Environment and Forestry and granted special permits, are allowed to take part. Those permits are extremely limited, with only a few dozen issued each year. That scarcity turns every hunt into a high-stakes mission. Hunting Komodo dragons is unlike any other hunt. Stalking deer might test your patience, but facing a Komodo is a life-or-death gamble where a single misstep can cost everything. The rugged island terrain makes it even more dangerous. Dense jungle tangled with thorny shrubs, sudden clearings, and jagged rocky slopes give these predators the perfect cover to move in silently. Hunters must pay attention to the smallest details: tracks in the dirt, a snapped branch, or the foul, musky odor from their bodies. Once inside the brush, visibility can disappear in an instant. That's why teams often move in a V-shape or line formation, scanning every angle while keeping close enough to maintain control. The law is clear: every Komodo dragon hunting team must have at least 3 to 5 members. This isn't just for wider coverage. It ensures they can react fast if things turn dangerous. Their main weapons are usually .308 Winchester or .308 Winchester Magnum rifles, powerful enough to bring the beast down with a single well-placed shot, minimizing the chance of a counterattack. Long-range scopes help hunters lock onto their targets from a safe distance, while GPS and drones are used to scan the wide island terrain, spotting threats before they get too close. If a Komodo dragon were charging straight at you, how would you react? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit like if you found this video helpful. To lure Komodo dragons out of hiding, hunting teams often use goats or poultry as bait. The moment that massive creature shows itself, the lead shooter has only seconds to act. Those first few moments can decide everyone's safety. To prevent poaching and manage risks, the government requires every Komodo dragon hunt to be officially licensed and thoroughly reported afterward. Each animal taken down must be documented with its weight, location, photos, and physical condition. This data helps track population changes and ensure the number of kills stays within safe limits. Any violations, such as hunting without a permit, exceeding quotas, or failing to report, can result in severe penalties, even jail time. It's a way to protect the species while also safeguarding local communities. The battle between humans and Komodo dragons isn't just about survival. It's about protecting the lives of entire communities. What do you think is the best and most effective way to stop this threat while still keeping nature in balance? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next thrilling story. In 2017, many African cities were suddenly gripped by an unprecedented wave of fear. Lions, once rulers of the open plains, stormed into urban areas, carrying with them the raw fury of the wild. I witnessed gaunt, desperate predators silently prowling the streets before lunging at livestock with savage force. Even more terrifying, their hunger didn't stop there. People themselves became targets. From Kenya to Tanzania, and down to South Africa, a string of attacks erupted, their roars echoing through the heart of bustling cities. In just 1 year, 15 incidents shook entire communities, plunging them into a state of panic. To confront the threat, authorities turned to the Maasai's centuries-old lion hunting tradition, a practice deeply rooted in their way of life. For the Maasai, hunting lions is not just about survival, it's a sacred rite of passage into manhood. Young warriors face the mighty predator armed with nothing more than a spear and raw courage. Bringing down a lion earns them not only the respect of their community but also the lion's mane, an enduring symbol of honor and pride. Today, lion hunting still takes place, but it comes with extreme danger. In Limpopo, South Africa, or the Selous Reserve in Tanzania, every hunt requires an official permit. Anything outside designated areas is illegal and severely punished. A hunting party must include at least 3 people, because their opponent is no ordinary predator. It is the true king of the wild. With razor-sharp fangs, a lion can bring down prey in a matter of seconds if caught off guard. And when its chilling roar erupts from the thicket, it's more than a warning, it's a declaration of dominance. In this deadly game, a single mistake can turn the hunter into the hunted. In Zimbabwe, where the sun scorches the land, lions lie hidden in the thickets, blending into the dry savanna. With temperatures soaring above 95 degrees Fahrenheit, the air grows heavy, and even the rustle of leaves sends chills down your spine. Hunting here is among the most expensive in the world, costing up to $70,000. Only hunters with more than a decade of experience are allowed to join, as they must read every track, heed every roar, and understand the hunting instincts of the king itself. Beyond the danger, that fee also supports conservation efforts, helping maintain the fragile balance between humans and the wild. Leading the hunt is a seasoned guide who has faced lions more than 250 times. In his hands is a powerful blazer rifle, loaded with .500 nitro express rounds and fitted with a solar-powered red dot sight, a weapon built to stop a charging lion from over 200 yards away. But the path ahead is anything but easy. Soft sand swallows every step, the blazing sun scorches the body, and thick brush gives the predator perfect cover. After more than 4 hours tracking its trail, the tension grows unbearable. Surviving such a challenge demands meticulous preparation. Communication gear must work flawlessly, and camouflage clothing can't reflect the slightest glimmer of light. Because with its sharp eyes, a lion needs only one small slip to spot its target, and turn the hunter into the hunted. The final gunshot echoed across the dry savanna, marking the end of a tense showdown between man and lion. For the hunter, that victory was more than just bringing down a fierce predator. It was proof of courage and a defining milestone in his hunting career. This journey has given us a dramatic look at the battle of wits between humans and lions, the very symbol of Africa's strength. Behind every hunt lies courage, patience, and the unyielding desire to conquer the wild. So what about you? If you were in that situation, would you have the courage to face the king of the savannah? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss the next thrilling videos.
When night falls, the calm of Australia's poultry farms is often shattered by the silent shadows of red foxes. They slip through fences and break into chicken coops in the blink of an eye, leaving behind scenes of ruin and loss. Statistics show that farmers suffer tens of millions of dollars in damages each year, with thousands of chickens taken, most heavily in New South Wales and Victoria. The root cause lies in shrinking natural habitats, forcing foxes to turn to farms for survival, leaving farmers burdened with constant fear and worry. At night, along suburban streets or on the edges of towns, the sight of red foxes wandering about can send shivers down people's spines. There have been reports of minor bites or sudden scares, most often involving children or late-night walkers. Scientists note that foxes in Australia aren't considered naturally aggressive toward humans. However, their remarkable ability to adapt, living in urban areas, scavenging trash, and feeding on easy food sources, has made encounters with people more common than ever before. In parts of Australia where foxes constantly cause trouble, locals have come up with a solution that seems simple but works remarkably well. They set traps along the paths foxes often use, from forest edges to around barns and coops. Each trap is carefully baited, like an irresistible invitation. Day after day, people patiently check them, and over time more foxes are caught. This steady effort has brought greater peace of mind, protecting both the livestock and the communities nearby. To cut down the heavy losses caused by foxes, the Australian government launched regulated hunting competitions with strict rules. Participants must complete proper training and hold a valid license before joining. They need to master safe trapping techniques to avoid harming other animals, while also having the sharp eye to track the fox's paths. Harsh weather, unpredictable storms, and rugged terrain make the challenge even tougher. In New South Wales alone, hunters catch around 20,000 foxes each year, but reaching that number takes persistence and exceptional skill. In Australia's fox hunts, hunting dogs are considered indispensable allies. Trained with precision, these dogs can pick up scents and chase prey through the darkness or dense forests. They guide hunters, making it easier to close in and take control of the target. Still, to protect ecological balance, hunters are only allowed a limited catch, usually between 5 and 10 foxes a day. When night falls, fox hunting grows more intense than ever. While the animal's vision weakens in the dark, hunters must also tread carefully, as a single misstep could cost them the chance. In the dim glow of the moon, precise aim becomes a matter of survival. And for hunters who know every path and thicket by heart, that knowledge can tip the scales, giving them the edge to turn the hunt in their favor. In Australia, farmers and hunters have relied on both traps and guns to combat the red fox, a cunning predator notorious for the damage it causes. Each year, these animals are responsible for tens of thousands of livestock attacks and even pose direct threats to people. Yet through persistent control measures, their numbers have been sharply reduced. More than half of the population is now kept in check, with around 15,000 foxes removed annually, bringing hope to livestock producers and greater safety to local communities. Beyond guns and traps, many hunters still turn to the bow and arrow as a traditional weapon of choice. Its biggest advantage is silence, almost no sound at all, allowing the hunter to move in close without alerting the fox. But bringing one down with a bow is no easy task. It demands steady hands, relentless patience, and finely honed skills. Without proper training and support from authorities, very few can manage to do it effectively. Controlling red foxes is no simple task. It takes a united community effort and a mix of strategies to safeguard crops and livestock. Many farmers turn to guns or bows as effective means of defense. Still, the practice stirs debate. Some fear that relying too heavily on weapons could pose risks to people and the environment, even fueling more violence. Yet for Australian farmers, these tools remain an essential line of defense against the ever-present threat of the red fox. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our next stories.
Along the desolate floodplains of the Sepik River, cut off from the modern world, a deadly threat lurks: crocodiles stalking every small village. They strike under the cover of night, tearing through pig pens, snatching chickens and ducks, even ambushing farmers waiting by the shallows. Just one attack can wipe out a family's entire food supply. Canoes are overturned, children no longer dare to swim, and once rich taro fields now lie abandoned as irrigation ditches turn into deadly traps. Villagers build bamboo fences, set traps, and light fires through the night, yet nothing stops these cunning predators. Faced with such relentless danger, hunting seems like the only option left. Stay with us to see how the locals fight back against these ferocious beasts. Hidden beneath the murky waters of the Sepik River, massive crocodiles lie in silent wait. Their rough, scaly backs drift on the surface like rotting logs. Masters of camouflage, they can stay motionless for hours, ready to launch a sudden strike. Many grow over 15 feet long, weighing nearly half a ton, with jaws strong enough to crush bone in an instant. For the people living along the riverbanks, these predators are a constant threat. Facing them takes courage and hard-earned skill, because a single mistake could be the end. To take on such a beast, hunters need rifles that are both powerful and precise. A crocodile's back is armored with rock-hard scales that can deflect weaker bullets with ease. Using a small caliber gun isn't just useless, it can enrage the animal and trigger a deadly charge. That's why heavy rounds like the .375 H&H Magnum, .416 Rigby, or .458 Winchester Magnum are considered the top choices. They deliver immense stopping power, strong enough to punch through the croc's thick hide and strike its vital organs. However, the real key isn't the size of the rifle. It's whether the bullet hits the vital spot. Against a giant crocodile, a missed shot can spell disaster. The brain and spine are the critical targets, but they're tiny and well protected, demanding steady aim under extreme pressure. Only a perfectly placed bullet, just behind the eye or at the base of the skull, can bring the beast down instantly before it slips back into the depths. Timing is just as crucial in the hunt. Dawn and dusk are when crocodiles reveal themselves most often, sometimes crawling ashore to bask, other times drifting quietly on the surface as the sun sets. A hunter must learn that rhythm, patiently watching every move and habit tied to the hours of the day. Only by understanding these patterns can they choose the safest and most effective way to strike. Closing in on a crocodile is a true test of patience and restraint. On the stifling, overgrown Sepik River, every step and every breath has to be measured with care. These predators can sense even the slightest movement in the water. Just a small splash or a clumsy stroke of the paddle is enough to send them slipping into the murky depths, leaving nothing behind but the hunter's frustration. Hunting crocodiles is unlike chasing any other animal. They're not only deadly in the water, but also terrifyingly fast on land. From what looks like a calm riverbank, a croc can suddenly lunge forward, covering an unbelievable distance with bone-crushing force. That's why hunters must always keep a safe distance and never underestimate the lightning speed of these predators.
As its jaws have an advanced structure that allows it to catch its prey and not escape from it. The strength of its jaws helps it tear the flesh of prey and break bones with ease.
On a crocodile hunt, having a backup shooter is absolutely essential, since the first shot doesn't always bring the beast down. A boat gives hunters mobility and some protection, but even there, one violent tail strike or sudden lunge can flip it in an instant. That's why every member of the team must stay on high alert, because a single moment of carelessness could cost them their lives. Few realize that behind the hunts on the Sepik River lies a deep cultural tradition spanning centuries. For the local tribes, crocodiles are more than just dangerous predators. They symbolize power, strength, and spiritual connection. Their presence is etched into wooden carvings, marked in ceremonial scars on the skin, and preserved through countless ancestral rituals. The hunt on the Sepik River reveals not only the raw brutality of nature, but also the deep cultural ties between people and crocodiles. It's a perilous journey, where every moment is charged with tension. What about you? If you came face to face with such a fearsome predator, would you stand your ground or back away? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the channel so you won't miss the next thrilling story.
On Fraser Island, Australia, tensions are rising as dingo attacks become increasingly frequent, recalling dangerous encounters from the past. This year alone, a 23-year-old woman was cornered by 4 dingoes. She was injured but fortunately rescued in time by nearby tourists. Authorities said such incidents are not new, and the aggressiveness of dingoes has sharply increased over the past decade, bringing back memories of the early 2000s crisis, when government control efforts were fiercely opposed. Not only do they threaten humans, but on farms in Queensland, dingoes also cause severe damage. They attack at night, costing farmers up to $2.5 million a year in livestock losses. Meanwhile, the tourism industry in Hervey Bay is also shaken, as visitors begin to reconsider trips to its pristine beaches. In early 2025, the Australian government officially approved a dingo hunting plan, a controversial but unavoidable decision. The plan was carried out mainly on farms, where attacks were most frequent. Hunters often work in groups to reduce risks. Experience shows that ground signs such as droppings, sheep's wool, or bone fragments clearly reveal dingo activity. They tend to mark territory by rubbing against large tree trunks. When their footprints are fresh, it means they were there just hours earlier. Technology is also used in control. One of the professional hunter's secrets is using sound devices that mimic the labored breathing of prey. This sound triggers predatory instincts, luring dingoes out of their dens in search of an easy feast. But the chance lasts only a few seconds. The hunter must keep a 30 to 50 feet distance for safe and precise action. In addition, foothold traps are placed strategically, often under dry leaves near patrol paths, to trick their sharp instincts. At first, when the government gave the green light to hunting, public opinion in Australia strongly opposed it. But reality spoke. In just 3 peak months, more than 2,500 dingoes were hunted, while foothold traps caught over 3,800. As a result, livestock attacks dropped by 65%. People, once outraged, gradually realized hunting was not destruction but a way to protect livelihoods. According to experienced hunters, dingoes must be collected within 24 hours after being hunted. If left too long, the risk of disease and pathogen spread becomes very high. Animal decomposition releases bacteria, harming the environment and livestock. That is why hunters always stress, hunting is only one part of the process. Equally important is handling the aftermath safely. The question remains, has the current hunting measure been effective enough, or should it be improved further? Both the people and the Australian government must consider carefully, as the conflict between humans and dingoes is far from over.
The rifle cracks. A bobcat falls to the ground. Yes, this sight is far from uncommon across the United States. In rural areas, predators like the bobcat pose a serious threat to farmers. They lurk around barns and fields, sneak into coops, and prey on poultry and livestock. The economic damage is estimated to reach millions of dollars each year. To protect their livelihoods, Many farmers and hunters are left with no choice but to take up arms and hunt them down. The bobcat is a highly adaptable species, thriving in a wide range of environments, from dense forests and rocky mountains to plateaus and open plains. Hunting them requires a complex set of skills, tracking across rugged terrain, deep understanding of their behavior, and precise, humane marksmanship. It is truly a test for any hunter.
Hey. First bobcat. First ever bob.
When a bobcat climbs a tree, the challenge becomes even greater. Hunters must aim with extreme precision, often targeting weak points to ensure a quick, clean kill and preserve the value of the pelt. Across vast plains, hunting methods vary. Hunters use binoculars to scan the landscape, searching for the slightest movement that might reveal a bobcat's presence. Once spotted, they must quickly estimate distance and take the shot. Yet, seasoned hunters rarely rush. They wait patiently for the bobcat to pause or turn sideways, the perfect moment to fire.
It was freaking awesome.
Bobcat hunting is considered both thrilling and demanding, appealing to both young and experienced hunters. The intelligence and cunning of this feline make each chase intense and unpredictable. Success relies not only on marksmanship but also on calmness and wise decision-making. A single mistake, and the bobcat vanishes without a trace. In the United States, bobcat hunting is strictly regulated. Anyone wishing to hunt must complete firearm safety and hunting ethics courses before receiving a license. The minimum age is typically 18. An experienced hunter may take down 1 to 2 cats per day on average, though this depends on terrain, weather, and population density. In addition to firearms, trapping bobcats is also an effective method. Hunters often use medium-sized steel traps with enough force to hold the animal securely without damaging the skin. To set traps effectively, they choose locations frequently visited by bobcats. When setting traps, rubber gloves are used to avoid leaving human scent, and traps are covered with dry leaves or twigs. Bait typically includes fresh meat, bird feathers, rabbit, fish, or scent-mixed bait. Traps should be checked every 8 to 12 hours, preferably in the early morning. Regardless of purpose, hunting, research, or population control, traps should never be placed near residential areas or paths used by people. While hunting is seen as an effective control measure, many experts warn it's not a long-term solution. Nevertheless, the U.S. government continues to view regulated hunting as a key part of wildlife management, allowing hunters to play an active role in controlling invasive species. And you, what do you think? Leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories about wildlife and the wonders of nature.
In the bob.
Gunshots echo. 2 coyotes fall. Across the northern fields of Italy, this scene has become familiar as farmers and the government remain determined to confront these fierce predators. Coyotes have caused significant agricultural losses, estimated at 2.8 million euros each year. Thus, the conflict between humans and coyotes shows no sign of ending soon. Coyotes thrive and often appear near residential areas throughout northern Italy. They attack livestock, spreading fear among local residents. Farmer Luca Ferraro recalls, "In just one night, a pack of coyotes destroyed all 7 of my sheep. We feel deeply uneasy every time darkness falls." In 2024 alone, around 1,500 attacks were reported, causing damage of over 4.2 million euros. More worryingly, there have been rare cases where coyotes directly attack people, heightening fear in the community. To respond, farmers and hunters rely mainly on hunting as the primary solution to control the growing coyote population. Currently, the government issues nearly 600 hunting permits each year to farmers and professional hunters. Only adult coyotes are allowed to be targeted, while pups and mothers with cubs are strictly protected. The hunting season lasts from November to April, when cold weather and food scarcity make coyotes more vulnerable to traps. Hunting activities are concentrated mainly in the northern and central regions, such as Umbria, Tuscany, and Piedmont areas with the highest coyote density. Hunters often use sound decoys that mimic the cry of an injured rabbit to lure coyotes. These devices cost between 120 and 220 euros. When hunting, the most popular weapon is the Springfield 06 rifle, known for its high accuracy and ability to stop a coyote instantly. The bullet speed ranges from 900 to 1,000 feet per second, with an effective range of 150 to 220 yards. Hunters also carry binoculars to detect coyotes from afar. The most humane shot targets the weak spot, allowing the coyote to be brought down quickly, minimizing suffering. Hunting coyotes requires patience and exceptional stealth. Hunters may wait for hours in harsh conditions, sometimes with temperatures dropping to -3 degrees Celsius. They often wear camouflage to blend into nature. Nice shot! Sometimes bring down 2 coyotes with a single shot. Considered a mark of mastery that shows respect for the prey while reducing unnecessary suffering.
Oh, hey, buddy, hey!
Hunting dogs are also used to lure coyotes, especially breeds closely related such as salmon dogs or Canadian Eskimo dogs. However, this method is extremely risky and dangerous. Hunters must keep a distance of 60 to 100 yards and quickly distinguish between coyotes and dogs to avoid tragic mistakes. According to official statistics, around 400 coyotes are hunted each year in Italy. Wildlife managers believe this number is sufficient to maintain population balance without pushing coyotes toward extinction. However, debate continues.
wildlife managers.
Can humans find another way to coexist with nature? Leave your thoughts in the comments, like, and subscribe to follow more fascinating stories about wildlife and the challenges humanity faces. See you in the next video.